my name is Claire, also known as Body Moves, and today I'm going to bring you a 25-minute Pilates workout. So I got sent this awesome weighted ring, and this is from the brand Ucan. It's 5 pounds, so roughly 2.5 kilos. Packs a punch, looks cute, is very pretty, but it's going to be a nice strong workout with this today. So if you have a weighted ring, go ahead, grab it. If you don't have one, you can always follow along, do the arms, and take out the weight instead. So let's go ahead and get started. I'd like to come to a 4-point kneeling position. And if you have that weighted ring, just place it underneath you. Hands come either side of the mat. Knees come underneath your hips. You find your quadruped position. As you take a breath in, allow your sitting bones to widen, send the heart through the thumb. As you exhale, start to round the spine, curling your tailbone and the head together. Inhale to look up, and exhale to round. 4 more. Starting to connect with that lateral thoracic breathing. Taking a longer breath out of the mouth. Last 2 to warm up the spine. And 1. Finding your way back to neutral. Think about a long line from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Spread the fingers, so thumbs pull together, pinkies apart, and allow your elbow creases to shine forward. As you take your next inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Not moving the ribs, not sinking in the low back. Exhale, push the floor away, widen the shoulder blades. Inhale, shoulder blades draw together. And exhale, they widen against the rib cage. So we're moving just our scapula, the shoulder blades, bottom ribs, back ribs, tailbone, lower back, not involved here. Last 3, 2, and then 1. Let's go ahead, take that weighted ring and place it on the lower part of your back. So where your sacrum is at the bottom and a little bit into the lower part of your spine. Bring the hand back onto the mat. Again, palms under shoulders. Elbow creases spin forward. Allow your elbows to soften and find that drive down into each finger, each base of your knuckle. Begin to tuck the toes under. Inhale, send the breath into the back and sides of your ribs. As you exhale, lift the knees a few centimeters. So we still have that long line from the crown of the head to the tailbone here. We're thinking about the front of our ribs gathering into the back of the spine. Inhale, tuck the knees down. And exhale to lift. Keep going for another 8. And as our knees come off the mat, they don't need to lift too high. Somewhere where we can still keep crown of head, tailbone in one long line. As you lift your knees, keep pressing through the palms. And if you tend to feel your wrists a lot here, you have a lot of sensitivity there, then you want to think about really pushing through the knuckles, or maybe transitioning onto the fists, or even down to the elbows. Last 3. And that weight just adds a little bit of extra work. In 2, we're going to hold. And 1 more, lift the knees, hold there. And then keeping that weight as still as possible, can you step your feet back into your plank position? Allow the tailbone to roll into the backs of the thighs. Keep actively pushing through your hands. And step the feet back in, and knees under hips. Exhale back to that plank. Inhale back to that knee hover. You should be starting to feel nice and warm now. I know I am. Last 8. In 7, we move in that plank. In 6. In 5. Last 4. 3. 2. Find that plank, hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees back to the mat first. Take that ring, don't let it slide. And let's go ahead, widen the knees, reach the hips back, just for 1 breath in and out. Slowly start to roll out through the spine. And let's swing our legs around. And you'll come to lie on your glutes. And you can take that ring with you. If you're on a Cadillac like me, and you have a strap at the front, you can hook your feet under the strap. For me today, I'm going to place my feet up against the uprights here. And if you have none of this, then just bring your legs together. Flex the feet, drive the heels forward or down, and then sit up nice and tall, stacking the mouth of the rib cage over the mouth of your pelvis. Send your arms in front of you, holding that ring from the outsides. Knuckles reach to the wall. Inhale. As you exhale, start to roll backwards, vertebra by vertebra. So begin to round off the sitting bones. Keep reaching the feet forward as you melt your spine into your mat. Arms will lift up to the ceiling. Let's hold here. Make any adjustments you might need to. And then start to reach the arms overhead. As you take the arms overhead, feel the front of your ribs sliding down towards your pelvis. On your next inhale, lift your arms towards the ceiling. Nod your chin to your chest. Curling the spine off the mat. Begin to roll up, bone by bone. And you might bend the knees and find length at the top. Inhale. Exhale, rolling backwards. Really pulling first the lower back into the mat, the mid back, feeling the ribcage land, the shoulder blades, and then the head. Arms go overhead. Front ribs stay connected. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to roll up. Good. And let's keep moving at our own pace here. At any point, if you want to ditch the ring, you can. Again, that weight is going to give you more feedback into the upper body and into the center. In 6, I'm going to meet all the way up in that seated position. In 5. In 4. In 3. Good, last 2. And coming all the way up on 1. Staying in that seated position. If you haven't already, bring your legs together, knees bent, feet flat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, roll halfway back. Hold at that halfway point. Lift your arms to a high diagonal and start to find a pulse. Pulling the low back and the stomach into the mat behind you. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and roll all the way down on 1. Nice job. Bring that ring onto your chest, slide your heels in towards your sitting bones, and ground your feet on the mat. From here, let's take the ring. You can just leave it on your chest or on your stomach. Right arm up to the ceiling, left hand down by your waist, and left leg to tabletop. On your inhale, start to open your leg and your arm in opposite directions. And as you do that, try to keep your right outer hip and your left shoulder blade really heavy on the mat. And then exhale, closing the arm and the leg. So again, we inhale to open, and we exhale to shut. So that right knee stays pointing to the ceiling, and both pelvic halves, both shoulder blades glued to the mat. Good, if you'd like to add some load to this, take your ring into your right hand, palm faces in, knuckles point to the sky, and we open, and we close. Okay, and that 5 counts is going to make this exercise much more challenging. Good, last 4. Watch we don't counterbalance by opening the right knee. 3. Doesn't have to be a big movement here. Last 2. And it's your last one. Coming back to the center. Good, let's swap legs. So place the left foot down, and then just bring the ring back onto your stomach, onto your chest. Right hand down by your side. Float left arm and right leg up. Find tabletop. Inhale, open arm, leg. Exhale, shut. So maybe light and small to start. Checking now that outer left hips and rolling up towards the sky. Left knee stays pointing up towards the sky. Now we're feeling both of the shoulder blades really ground into the mat. Good, you might stay here or maybe take that weight. And we'll take our last 6. Final 4. Keep the gaze along on the ceiling, back of the skull pushing into the mat. Final 3. Last 2. And your last 1. Good. This time we'll stay with our right leg in tabletop. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to extend the right leg to the ceiling. You can flex your foot here for a little stretch through that hamstring. Let's go ahead and take that ring into both hands. We'll just reach your arms up to the sky. Let's begin to point our right foot. Take a breath in. And start to lower your right leg towards the high diagonal. Reach your arms overhead. Good. Keep the back of the ribs anchored onto the mat here. And with your next exhale, lift the right leg to the sky. And start to reach your ring to the outside of your right hip. Good. Hold there. Just what we practiced before, not letting that left knee swing open and keeping this outer left hip glued onto the mat. We start to add a little spiral, left foot over to right side. Inhale. Arms lower, leg lowers. And we exhale to curl up and around to the right. So you're reaching that ring past the sits bones and peeling the left shoulder blade off of the mat. Right shoulder blade as well, but a little bit more on that left side. Good, we've got another 4. If you need neck support at any time, hands to the back of your head. Last 2. And then 1 more. Finding your way into that twist. Hold there. Bring your right leg back to tabletop. And then start to extend the left leg. Good. Take a breath in. Lift your arms up a little bit higher. And as you exhale, just find little crunch pulses here for 8, 7, 6. At any time, that left foot can come back for more support. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land the left foot, land the right foot. And lower the head down. Well done. Just bend your elbows. Take those knees a little way from side to side. And let's go ahead and do the other side. So legs come to tabletop. You stay where you are. I'm going to spin around so I'm still facing you. Hopefully you don't see my sweat patches on the mat. Okay, so right leg stays in tabletop. We take our left leg to tabletop, unfurl the leg to the sky, flex the foot for a little opening through that left leg, point the foot, inhale, arms and legs reach away, or arms and leg, excuse me, back ribs are grounded, and we exhale, big splice up and over to the left. Really check here, both hips feel heavy, right knee is not falling out to the side, and we want to peel that right shoulder blade off the mat, and then come to the bottom tip of the left shoulder blade. Inhale, we lower, exhale, and curl. There's always some options here. Take out the weight if you feel it's not serving you. Hands to head for some neck support. And even shorten the left leg or the lever here, coming into a tabletop position. For less work through the abdominals. Whew. Feeling it early on this side. All right, in 4, we're going to hold. In 3. Last 2. And 1 more. Holding that curl. Left leg comes back to tabletop. Arms a little bit high. Maybe right leg long. And we pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right leg down, left leg down, and return. Well done. Slide your legs up, flex the feet, take the arms above you, inhale, lift the arms up, and exhale, peeling the spine off the mat. And pop your ring down, maybe reach for your toes round the spine, And then come all the way up. Nice job. From here, we're going to turn ourselves around. I'm going to face the camera for a moment and just leave your ring off to the side. Good. From here, interlace the hands at the back of your head. Push your head into your hands. Take a breath in, sitting up tall. As you exhale, let's begin to spiral to the right. Feel those obliques again. And inhale, come back into the center. And exhale, spiral to the left. And inhale, come back to the center. So keeping weight on both of the sitting bones. Finding this gentle spiral from left to right. Good. Now the next time we turn to the right, let's hold it there and pulse 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, find the center. Exhale to the left. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. Last time on each side. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, center. And we finish. 3, 2, 1. And inhale, center. Relax the arms for a moment. Now go ahead and extend your legs in front of you. You can keep facing the camera. Otherwise, you can turn to the side to the longer edge of your mat. Move the flesh away. And let's take our arms and reach them out to the sides. So feet are flexed. If you feel you need to bend your knees in order to get out of your low back, please do that. And then we're going to take a breath in. As we exhale, rotate towards your right leg. And then start to reach your left fingertips past your right toes. Send your right hand behind you, rounding within your twist. Good. We take 3 pulses here to twist, spiral, and reach. Twist, spiral, and reach. 1 more. Hold for an inhale. Breathe into the back of the body. Exhale, roll up. Find the center. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Right hand soles off left pinky toe. We pulse for 3, 2, 1. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, roll up. Find the center. 1 more time on each side. Inhale, twist. Exhale, spiral. Pulse 3. Try to wring out more of that twist. Find center. We have a visitor. Twist to the left.